girl, but my aunt had a dog from the time I was like 6. Her name was Frisky. It was a girl. And she died. See what I mean about background noise? See what I mean about background noise? Hey guys, it's me again. Just gonna make this quick video on a topic that I was supposed to talk about. Oh, this wind is gonna blow down my camera. Guys, if you hear like anything in the background, my grandmother is watching the African movie and my father is outside fixing cars. So let's get started. So I'm gonna talk about my dog. So I know a lot of people are going to be confused by the video, like which dog is it, because I originally had 5 dogs in the house. The house had 5 dogs. So it was Bobby, Taz, Lucky, Conan, and Simba, and now Caesar. It was 6, but it's now 4. It narrowed down to 4. So one of them died, which is my personal dog. My personal dog, Lucky. Okay, so Lucky was actually 13 years old. I'm not talking about the dog that I was showing, like the puppy. I'm talking about my actual dog, Lucky. I'll put a little bits of clips in there because he never really liked the camera that side away, and plus he was very down and getting no age because he was 13 years old. I had him from the time I was 10-ish. I had just finished the common entrance exam, or no, if it was 10, I didn't do the common entrance yet, but yeah. I had him around that time, about January, probably a couple of months before I did the exam. And it was supposed to be a late Christmas present from my father, because my father knows I like dogs and stuff like that. So I had him for a long time, 13 years. He was 13 years old, and I'm 23 now. If you guys didn't keep up with me, but yeah. So he died in March, I think. Yeah, in March, like the last week of March, he died. It was very, very hard for me to talk about for the first. That's why I waited like a couple like weeks and like a month to talk about it, because I was very hurt. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was very hurt. Like, going through it, it was a very long journey for me with him, because he had a lot of health issues, and plus he was an old dog. He was very energetic. Oh my gosh, he loved chicken, he loved food, anything with food, like he loved. But the main thing about it was that he never really used to chew his food properly, and that was the main problem he had. That was the main reason why he had health issues, specifically digestive issues. There was one time he was really sick and we had to take him to the vet. I think that was about 5 or 6 years ago. We had to take him to the vet multiple times, about 3 times, because he couldn't stool and he wouldn't eat and all that, and he was crying out in pain. So we were just like, what happened? So I started to get scared. So I took him to a private doctor. They gave him an enema, all that. And then he got sick again, so we took him to the RSPCA, which is like the main place for like veterinary services in Barbados. And they did all types of tests and scans and even the cancer tests, and he didn't have cancer or anything like that, but they found a stone in his stomach. So they removed it and everything. He was hospitalized for a while, and you know, that was it. But over like the past 4 years and stuff, like he started to slow down a lot. Mind you, Lucky was a very energetic dog. Like this dog used to run up and down the gap all the way. So like he was a very, very energetic dog, and seeing him how he used to be and how he was like coming down to the end of his, like, you know, his road, his life was very, very hard for me. He stopped eating certain things. He wouldn't eat certain foods. He would like just smell it and just he wouldn't think. And this dog used to eat everything. Like he was never a picky eater. He used to eat both dog food and if like cooked food, because you know got some dogs that supposed to eat, well not supposed to eat, will prefer to eat cooked food or raw meat or dog food. Well, the doctor suggested dog food and to mix it into the cooked food. So he liked that. Even when you give him medication, he wasn't really restrictive. If you make him take it like literally, he would fight you. But like if you put it in his food, he would gobble down and eat it, which was the problem. But it will be taken. But it was really hard because he started losing a lot of weight, and it was too much. I didn't want to record it because I didn't want to people attacking me on social media when they don't know the full story. He just like his skin and stuff, he started to lose his fur, and like he started to get skinny. But like I was so confused because one minute he would like run around, and then the next minute he'll be in a corner like curled up, like, you know what I mean? I used to tell my dad, okay, let's take him to the vet, but my dad was like, no, it doesn't make any sense, he's getting on my age. And he used to like depress me. And his last week, or no, it was the last 2 weeks, we took him to the vet. No, his last 2 weeks, we took him to the beach for the last time. Mind you, he was not a beach person. This dog, whenever we used to take him to the beach, he would literally go into the water and come back out and just sit on the sand. He was a sand dog. Kona used to love the water. Simba, not so much. But we never really took Simba and Caesar to the beach. We need to take Caesar to the beach. But yeah, he liked to run around in the sand and dig holes, but he never liked the sea, nor he never liked baths. So yeah, we took him to the sea. He was shivering a lot because he lost a lot of weight, but he always seemed determined to do stuff, even in his weakened state, which, you know, it really brought tears to my eye. Like, I was crying for like 2 years because I just know like he was getting down in age. And the last 2 weeks he stopped eating. He would throw it up and then he would just lie down. He would sleep majority of the time. And what really broke my heart was the fact that I don't feel like crying. I don't want to cry, but like I was so frustrated. I was just like, okay, I need to take him to the vet to get, I can't pronounce the word, but it begins with an E, but to get him put down. But my father, he just didn't want to do that, and he wanted, just like, oh, let him stay home. But I really wanted to put him out of his misery, like so he could be at rest, so he won't be in pain. But my father had other plans, and it was hard. So I made that decision this Sunday, but I think the Wednesday, yeah, it was the Wednesday, I had got up and went to work, and when I came back home and I came to, like, you know, look at him in the evening, he wasn't in his spot, his stuff was moved, and I just knew. And my father just took him to the gravesite and was like, I'm sorry, babe, but the dog died. And it was just, I didn't know what to do. I just went in my room and I cried all night. I didn't even go to work the next day. I was sick, but I didn't even go to work the next day. I was so overwhelmed, just knowing that I wanted to be there while he was, you know, either when he was dying, or I just wanted to be there, you know. It was just it was a hard moment for me, and it took me a while, not to get over it, but to get used to it. Like, it was so hard. Like, it's like losing a family member. Like, I tell people that don't have animals, it's like losing a family member. If you never lose a family member, or you never use a dog, you will never know how I feel like. And it was just, it was a lot. Okay, try to ignore the noise in the background. So, like, yeah. So she had this dog, and he died when he was like in full farm. He was like 15 years old. And it was hard because she walked into the house and she just took her last breath. And it was hard for her. And she said, I will never get another dog. I feel her pain right now, because I don't, like, naturally the other dogs belong to my grandmother. And Lucky was just my own dog. But, like, I feel her. I can't deal with the heartbreak. And, like, when you have a dog or a pet or cat or whatever, bearded dragon, a fish, you get emotionally attached. So I don't want to do that. Like, my mom has fish. I think she has about 20 something fish, 20 something, like, babies, and then she has bigger fish. And she one died by accident. She was very depressed about it. And it's fish, you see. So you get attached to animals. So you get attached. Human beings get attached to animals. So yeah. So that was just my little story time / discussion about my dog Lucky. Lucky, I love you. Rest in peace. I had him for 13 years. 13 years. Certain dogs and certain breeds aren't cut out to live that long. And I have another dog. Well, we have another dog. The oldest, he's about 16, 17 years old. His brother that he came home with passed away like a year or two ago, but he's still living. And he's old. He barks. He loves to eat, you know, run around. I mean, he's not as energetic as he was before, but yeah. So he left behind. My Lucky left behind his favorite blanket. I think my dad buried him in the blanket that he liked. But he had another blanket I used to take, like, wrap him up in whenever he used to go to the vet and stuff for checkups, or whenever he, you know, used to just have him in the car. I still have his blanket and his doggy bowls, the ones he used to eat out of, and the ones he used to drink water out of. And it's just heartbreaking. Like, my father buried him not too far, like right next to like the driveway. So whenever I pass, I just say hey. So yeah, never really had a favorite toy. Never really liked toys. He just liked to run around and dig holes. But yeah, so I just have to babysit Caesar, Simba, Conan, and Taz for right now, because I ain't getting another dog. But yeah.